lightning round is usually just a question we throw out there and see what kind of responses we get. Who's the best athlete in the world right now, Steve Kerr?
LeBron James. And I think he's the greatest athlete in the history of the world. I mean, if you think about it, just how big and strong and fast he is, I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if you guys have.
And this, I mean, this crosses any sports line. Who's the best athlete?
I'm going to go with Anderson the Spider Silva. He's an MMA. He's an MMA fighter, probably the greatest fighter of all time. I was going to put John Bone Jones in there, but until he beats Anderson the Spider Silva, I'm going with him.
As the best athlete in the world.
You think he can run a mile?
Well, I'll tell you what. I want guys where if I walk down a dark alley or into a bar, they got my back. He's got my back.
So that's your best athlete, is the guy who has your back.
He ain't going to get tired. I know that.
Chuckster, you keep an eye on all sports around the globe. Who's the best athlete out there?
I'm probably going to have to go with Steve Kerr. Man,
well, Steve Kerr, he's the best athlete?
What he said.
Oh.
I mean, Steve, you actually came in third place. You know, like I say, I've never seen a guy like LeBron James that big. You know, it's hard to explain, because I've asked a couple of people, I said, well, how much you think LeBron weighed? They're like 270. And he looked like he weighs 220. And to be 6'8", be able to run like that, jump like that, guard any position, he's probably the best in the world today.
Chris Webber, you're up.
I agree with LeBron. I think LeBron, and just to throw somebody else in there, maybe, Usain Bolt, because,
you stole my name.
Yeah, but I'm like you, Chuck. I've never
Wait,
seen
how can he steal your name if he said it first?
So I put it out there first mentally. I put it out there first mentally. He stole it out there.
He was hanging out here. I thought I saw it too.
You cheating on somebody paper, Gil.
He's not. He was. I would.
Stop.
I'm not going to say it.
Bones, go ahead.
I would like to step outside basketball, but I can't. I really think that we have the best athletes in the world. And if it's not Russell Westbrook, who I think is phenomenal at his position, but the combination of size, speed, skill, I think LeBron James is the guy.
I'm glad you said. I'm going with Russell Westbrook. If he wasn't playing basketball, I think he'd be phenomenal in football, baseball, track, soccer. It's unreal the way he goes this way, north and south, that way, stops on a dime. But I think far as you're talking about a sport, LeBron, but I think Russell Westbrook as an athlete.
I told somebody, if that guy wants to go to the NFL, he could be a wide receiver,
D-back,
a running back, D-back, safety. That's how explosive. Yeah, I used to think, well, we don't have a point guard like Derrick Rose, but this guy could play any sport. I agree with you.
Shaq, I believe you're the only one who, and I know you wanted to go with Bolt.
I was going to go with Usain, but he cheated off my test. I'm going to go with the little guy, Floyd Mayweather. And I'm going to tell you why. I like his swag. He reminds me a lot like Chuck. Talks a lot, but he backs it up. He comes from a legendary fight family, but he's a great athlete. And then I've never seen his face get bashed up in a fight. You know, he always brags about how pretty he is and how fast he is, so I'm going to go with Floyd Mayweather.
Any sports in there that would be off limits for saying best athlete?
Golf.
No, I don't know about golf.
Golf, yes.
I commit to listen.
Tiger's not a great athlete?
Oh, yeah, but I'm not including him. But my father's, I play with a bunch of old men that beat me all the time, and it has nothing to do with athletic ability.
No golf? How about NASCAR?
I would say NASCAR. I was going to say NASCAR.
No, I disagree.
Drivers are not athletes?
No, drivers are athletes. I raced against Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that was the toughest thing I had to do. First of all, I had to fit in that little car. Yeah, it's not like the Buick. I fit in the Buick. By the way. But I had to get in the car. You had to put the suit on, and it just so you definitely have to be an athlete to go through those strenuous situations. Well, I had a special car made. Yeah. I had some Daytons on that thing. I had some boom in the back. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we certainly will. On another episode of Report. We hope you'll join us then. See you.